There's always been a question, and that question has stumped philosophers, religious scholars all over the world. And that question is, what is God? I mean, what is He? I mean, what is the spiritual influences that we feel when we walk into church, when we listen to music? Doesn't even have to be religious music. Sometimes, you can feel the music as if it is a religious experience. What is that? What is that joy, just that feeling that we get inside us? It's an interesting feeling. People have all over the world had some type of religious experience, even in places where there was no religious thing happening. Could just be you're listening to your favorite rock song, or you're listening to someone speak. Uh, there's always some type of religious feeling or movement or energy that we naturally feel. And a lot of people over the years have asked, what is that? Uh, is it just our imaginations? Is it our presence, our energy, how we think, how we feel? Or is there a greater being out there? Is there a greater God of existence? And the real question is, what is the idea of God? That is, that's the question. What's the idea of God? A lot of people have different answers to this one, and I think the Bible has the perfect answer to this question. It also has, yeah, I think it has the perfect answer to the question of what is the idea of God. Real quick, we're going to go into some definitions first. This definition that I got off of Google, and it kind of matches similar to what Christians actually believe, right? So this is the Google definition of what is God. Is the supreme being that creates and preserves all things. He's removed from the universe, but is able to control it. That is essentially the definition of what most Christians would view as God. Now, Nietzsche was a philosopher, and he had a completely different view. Nietzsche was the one who said that God is not, God is dead, and he was basically he was the harshest critic of Christianity, but he understood the morality of it, but he didn't agree with a lot of the philosophies of things. This is what Nietzsche had to say, which I think Nietzsche is actually completely wrong in his assessment. Uh, the word is not good or bad. Morality is an illusion. He believes that humans must craft their own identity through self realization, but must do it without needing a god or so to do so. He believes basically humans were there to create their own god. Uh, Nietzsche kind of believed that you can be your own Superman, that you could technically be your own god in a sense. And this idea, this philosophy actually directly leads to what the Nazis believed and what the Nazis did. They were probably a little bit misconstruing or misinterpreting Nietzsche here, but it's it's easy to see why they would do that, because I don't believe us humans are very good at being able to be our own gods, or being able to be our own Supermans, because we are sinful, because we are hateful, because you know, we do things that are bad. We are corrupt. We do a bunch of stuff that just doesn't make sense. There are people in this world that betray other people for money, for cash, for sex, for whatever it may be. And if we are to be put in charge of our own destiny, our own humanity, it's not going to end well. And history has proven that time and time again, that it doesn't end well at all for us when we try to take control of our own destinies. I just don't believe that humans have the capability to do so. This is why I think we must answer to a higher power, and that higher power is God. And I like what Psalms 19 has to say about basically about this whole thing. Let me read you Psalms 19:1 real quick. Heaven declared the glory of God. The sky proclaims the glory of his work. Much like an artist makes an artwork, or how a writer may write a sonnet. Essentially, it describes something about the writer, and that right there is, the creation describes something about the creator or the writer. And much like us, I think we say something about God in ways that are very profound. I think we can be evil. I think we can do bad things. I think that's just a natural state that we have, and that we need some type of salvation in our lives. And in many ways, we also can be good. We also can do good things. We also can take care of people. We can also do things that help people. We could help rebuild things. We help give to charity. You know, we can do good things. The worst person on earth can do great things if he really wanted to, and know what is right. And that's a very hard thing to do sometimes, is what is right. I mean, because it's very hard to interpret right and wrong. And obviously we try to say to do right, but it's very hard to actually do right when it's so easy to do something that is very wrong, especially if it's something that we want. Psalms goes further into it. This more talks about the laws of God, but it's interesting what it says. This is Psalms 19:7-14, and it's very interesting what it all says. I'm about to read it here. The law of the Lord is perfect. It's refreshing the soul. The status of the Lord is trustworthy, making it wise by being simple. The perception of the Lord is right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The decrees of the Lord are firm, all of them are righteous. They are more precious than pure gold. They are sweeter than honey from the honeycomb. By them your servant is warned. It's keeping them there. There is a great reward. But who can discern their own errors? Forgiven my hidden faults. Keep your servant also you from willful sin. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of transgression. May the words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock, my redeemer. That's very important, I think, that entire sonnet, because I mean, it's true in so many ways. It's as I was trying to explain earlier. We need the laws of God. These laws help make us sane. We need a higher power to answer to, because if not, we end up like Nazis murdering 10,000 Jewish people for no reason, just because we think that we're superior to them. And that is naturally in human beings. We all think we're naturally superior than other people. We see it all the time. So I don't think there's any way we can be our own Superman or our own God, because we are imperfect. And in many ways, I think that speaks to something about God himself. Maybe God himself is imperfect, and maybe that is why he created us, in order to become perfect in so many ways, because he has to now answer to us, and we have to answer back to him, and it's a perfect system. Because if he is reliant on us, as we are reliant on him, then no matter what, we are both accountable to each other. And that is what I think is very important about God, and why it's important that we continue on with our faith and our belief in God. I mean, there is a God out there. I 100% believe that. I believe that He's the creator of all things. I believe He is pretty much the essentially the main guy, the head of the table, if you will. Uh, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I hope you get something from this. Thank you.